In another incident, a Russian FPV drone destroyed another Ukrainian ATV vehicle. Ukrainian soldiers escaped at the last second. Colombian volunteers serving in the Ukrainian armed forces were attacked by a Russian FPV UAV. Footage captured by the enemy.
Porra, pegou o Trindade.
The KVN fiber optic FPV UAV objectively monitors the Molnia-2 type FPV UAV's attack and destroys Ukrainian armed forces artillery positions in the Orikovo direction in the Zaporizhzhia region. Reflection of Ukrainian FPV UAVs attacking a group of Russian soldiers. The Russian soldier escaped unharmed from all the drones. Russian drone operators captured Ukrainian infantrymen in close proximity to each other on the same day. The footage shows fiber optic drones striking soldiers at close range.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
Some tried to hide under logs, others in shelters. But in any case, Russian drone operators found them, and the inevitable happened. The Russian military announced that on the morning of December 5th, it repelled an enemy attack attempt using drones and unmanned boats, UB, targeting locations on the Crimean Peninsula. According to information from the Rubicon Special Purpose Center, a Ukrainian Navy UAV equipped with AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles was detected by the Zala reconnaissance complex. The target coordinates were immediately relayed to Lancet operators. Equipped with new communication channels and a new smart guidance system, the Zala patrol munition destroyed the highly maneuverable enemy UBG located 104 kilometers from the Lancet launch site. An excessive number of drones belonging to Ukrainian forces were detected on a building. These drones are being held here for ambushes. They will immediately activate their propellers at any sign of movement. They are waiting on top of buildings because they are not visible to soldiers, and even if they are spotted, they are difficult to destroy. That is why they are not waiting in ambush on the road. However, a Russian reconnaissance drone operator detected the enemy drones, and drones carrying ammunition arrived and destroyed all the enemy drones. A Russian-made drone destroyed a Ukrainian Darts UAV with a ram attack without sustaining any damage. Sumy region, a UAV belonging to the 30th Airborne Brigade, part of the 44th Army Corps, neutralized a Ukrainian armed forces soldier hiding in one of the buildings. The target and shelter were destroyed by a direct kamikaze hit. Sever fiber optic operators destroyed the 155mm wheeled, self-propelled 2S-22 Bogdan gun on an 8x8 Tatra T-158 chassis and Hun-12L4 ballistic radar in the Kharkiv region. A Russian FPV drone equipped with heavy munitions completely destroyed a building used by the Ukrainian armed forces. UAV operators attached to the 72nd Brigade of the 3rd Army Corps detected and destroyed a Ukrainian FV-103 Spartan armored personnel carrier in Konstantinovka using a UAV. What could be on top of the armored vehicle? Kharkiv direction. A repeater antenna has been destroyed. The infantry of the Ukrainian armed forces are camouflaging something, but I don't understand what it is. What do you think they are camouflaging? Could it be a machine gun? A Russian FPV drone is approaching and destroying what the infantry is camouflaging. In the Pokrovsk direction, a UAV checkpoint of the Ukrainian armed forces was detected. A fiber optic drone entered the bunker and exploded it. The wounded UAV operator got out and slowly moved away. Then other attack FPV drones arrived and destroyed the antennas at the UAV checkpoint. The position was broken. Infantry is camouflaging. Another Ukrainian armed forces pickup truck was disabled by UAV operators. The drone operator slowly approached the truck from behind. Sumy direction. Soldiers of the 16th Special Forces Brigade are on duty. During a special operation, they destroyed an enemy shelter in the direction of Krasnoarmysk. The enemy refused to surrender. The outcome was clear.
Контакт, контакт! Кто-то двигается внутри. Давайте это зажгем. Поближе, давай. Сработало.
Russian UAV operators tracked Ukrainian UAV operators' Mavic reconnaissance UAVs, resulting in the exposure of the Ukrainian forces' UAV operators' control point. Then, ammunition-loaded FPV drones were deployed, and the control center was destroyed. A Russian operator encounters a Ukrainian soldier on a bicycle while conducting reconnaissance in Kutkivka. As a result of an attack, the Humvee rolled over and went off the road. Several FPV drones that followed completely destroyed the vehicle. A fiber optic drone tracked and destroyed a vehicle belonging to Ukrainian forces. The vehicle was equipped with a REB system. However, this system is ineffective against fiber optic cables. A Ukrainian FPV drone attempted to attack a Russian pickup truck. Two soldiers sitting in the back of the pickup opened fire and shot down the FPV drone. UAV operators attached to the 305th Guard Artillery Brigade of the 5th Army in the Eastern Military District detected and destroyed an enemy artillery unit near Gulaipol. A drone controlled by an operator from the 14th Guard Special Forces Regiment, part of the Vostok military group, captured a Ukrainian soldier riding an ATV. In the direction of Konstantinovka, FPV drone operators destroyed another enemy supply vehicle. Chasiv Yar. The Sever V Brigade's aerial reconnaissance discovered a shelter housing the Ukrainian Armed Forces Field Command Center. The enemy had placed a generator camouflaged in a nearby ruined building, which was supplying power to the shelter. The aerial approach was controlled by an electronic warfare (EW) system that made destruction difficult using traditional FPV UAVs. Russian brigade operators carried out the first attacks using drops and fiber optic UAVs, which destroyed the generator and disabled the electronic warfare system. FPV UAVs completed the destruction of the position. Joint operation by the Southern Group's artillery and drone operators. Destruction of the enemy's temporary staging area in the direction of Konstantinovka. The building where Ukrainian soldiers were hiding was destroyed before they had time to flee to other buildings after the attack. From Kramatorsk to Seversk, FPV drone pilots leave the enemy no chance in aerial duels. The footage shows, in particular, the destruction of the Ukrainian forces' heavy Baba Yaga drones. The Ukrainian forces in Yampil are now missing a motorcycle. Special forces dismantled the motorcycle along with the garage. Ukrainian Armed Forces engineering units encountered Russian FPV drones while heading to a construction site. What happened, happened.
Прицел!
According to a statement from the Russian Defense Ministry, artillery units attached to Dnipro destroyed a deployment point belonging to the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the Kherson region. Fighters affiliated with the North V Brigade discovered a drone control antenna that the enemy had once again placed in a civilian facility during a reconnaissance mission. During a detailed inspection, a drone launch pad and a basement building where Ukrainian fighters were operating were discovered. The brigade's artillery and drones moved to destroy the target. The first attack was carried out with a drone on the building where enemy forces were located. The artillery then delivered a decisive blow, completely destroying the drone.
Да! Выстрел!
Russian soldiers are destroying enemy FPV UAVs approaching at maximum speed with accurate small arms fire. The threat is eliminated with just a few rounds.
Волокно.
The Russian Air Force continues its intensive operations on the positions of the Ukrainian Armed Forces 57th Brigade in Volchansk territory. Another precision strike was carried out on one of the buildings. Last week, reconnaissance units of the 37th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces Vostok Group in Buryatia detected Ukrainian forces UAV operators delivering Mavic 3 Pro UAVs. Subsequently, a Russian drone dropped ammunition and fired an incendiary bomb at the UAV control center, destroying it by setting it on fire. the VT-40 fiber-optic FPV drone operator blocked the evacuation attempt of the Cossack armored vehicle in the village of Konstantinovka and then easily destroyed the NRTC and the Ukrainian Armed Forces combat vehicle, along with supplies. In the direction of Konstantinovka, a VT-40 fiber-optic FPV drone operator destroyed an ATV belonging to the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Objective control of the Segway 500 explosion. Attack drones are targeting a hangar containing Ukrainian Armed Forces equipment in the village of Butovka in the Chernihiv region. This is a Russian tank. The tank is rapidly advancing toward Ukrainian positions. Ukrainian soldiers in the trenches attack the tank with drones and javelins. After the attacks, the tank takes a heavy blow and loses speed. Then, with a javelin attack, the tank is destroyed in spectacular fashion. Wait a minute, let's rewind the film. Yes, this is a Russian tank, but there is no crew inside. The Russians put the tank in gear and sent it toward Ukrainian positions. The Ukrainian forces thought there was a crew inside the tank and attacked it repeatedly. The powerful ammunition inside the tank exploded, and the force of the explosion severely injured the Ukrainian soldiers. This was a strategy I had never seen before. Atmospheric video of the Ukrainian armed forces attempting to cross the DPR's Myrol-Lubivka village with an M113 armored personnel carrier